This year I've signed up for side hustle apps like I'm collecting infinity stones. Just this year I've been accepted onto Grubhub, reactivated on DoorDash, and Shipped. I'm on the wait list now for Uber Rideshare and Walmart Spark, and it just keeps getting better because 2 weeks ago I was accepted as an Amazon Flex driver. I have done 3 blocks with Amazon Flex so far, and before I get into how much I made and the pros and cons, let me briefly explain how this side hustle works. On Amazon Flex, there's a few different types of deliveries. The first and most common delivery type is package delivery. This one is pretty simple. You're actually just delivering Amazon packages. You have to go to an Amazon warehouse to pick these up, and the Amazon Flex app will tell you in what order to deliver them and where to deliver them. On Amazon Flex, you'll also see retail orders like Whole Foods, Office Depot, and other stores like that. All right, guys, so I have my very first shift scheduled, or block, as Amazon calls it. So let's go ahead and look. It's 5:50. What? There's a fucking tornado watch? This one is 3.5 hours and it's paying $65. So if that time is accurate, that's $18.50 an hour. Once I got to the Amazon facility, I had to sign in through my app doing a verification selfie. An associate scanned my driver's license, and they told me to pull into a lane where I then waited for other Flex drivers to check in, and once they did, I got out of my car and proceeded to fill my car with the packages I was given by an associate to deliver. All right, guys, and just like that, I grabbed my very first block, my route, I guess. As you can tell, they hooked me up with the Amazon Flex gear. I'm pimped out like a hoe right now. So this is 22 different package drop-offs. The distance is quite far. My very first part of this block here is 25 minutes away, 14 miles away, so that kind of sucks. But what's gonna be most important for me is how quickly I can complete all these orders, so let's get started. And I carefully delivered all the packages in 2 hours and 30 minutes. So on face value, I completed this block an hour early, but once you consider the 42-minute drive I had to make home after my last delivery, and the 20 minutes it took for me to get to the Amazon warehouse, I really made $65 in 3.5 hours, which is actually how long they predicted it would take. And I drove 88 fucking miles. For those of you who don't know, doing delivery like this, once you start making less than $1 per mile that you drive, you exponentially start cutting into your profits you make with gas and car maintenance. Really, you don't want to ever go less than $1 per mile, and I did. So my first shift, I wasn't super impressed. However, I will say it was a lot of fun. I just didn't know how profitable it was. The next day, I launched the Flex app to see another package delivery block available, this one paying $74 for 4 hours. And of course, I accepted. I hope you can hear me, this wind is terrible. But anyways, I got pretty lucky. I was able to grab a block that starts in about 2 hours. It's a 4-hour block for $74. But honestly, I just hope today that my route doesn't leave me an hour away from my starting point. All right, guys, 1 o'clock. We are arriving right now. Everybody, be good. Be on your best behavior type shit. 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours. I got back to the warehouse, I scanned in again, and I loaded my car up again. However, this time, instead of 22 deliveries, I was given 36. Seems like a lot more for an extra $9, but maybe the day before I just got lucky. And I thought maybe, well, since I have more deliveries on this block, maybe I'll drive less miles. That couldn't be further from the truth. My first delivery was a 40-minute drive.
Arrive at the destination on your left, then turn right onto State Route 380.
First order too, dude. Second day at Amazon starting well. I fell because I'm fucking stupid. So yeah, my first delivery was going pretty far, but the rest after that were only about a mile apart, so I could do them pretty quickly. And once again, I gotta be honest, I was having a lot of fun until Teresa tried to ruin it. Oh my goodness, halfway done. That's the good news. The bad news is I'm delivering to my next customer, but these instructions, they called me a pig. Call customer before delivery packages 1 house right of GPS, pig. Pig? Who you think you're talking to, woman? If Santa was delivering to you, you would get a lump of coal right now. Unhinged customer, man, unhinged. But I was an unstoppable force. I might have injured my knee, Teresa might have called me a pig, this dog might have scared the shit out of me, but nothing, and I mean nothing, could break me. That is until I finished my shift and I realized that I made $74 and drove 94 miles. Whoa, fuck. Okay, it's not that bad. I would say at this point, I had the impression that it was maybe a C-tier side hustle. I mean, because just based on my first 2 shifts, I made less than I would, slightly less than I would with food delivery, and I drove about 30% more miles. I would maybe give it B tier because it's pretty fun. Maybe if I drove an electric vehicle, I could justify the mileage a little bit more. It hurts more every day. And that's where I was going to end the video. I sat on it for a few more days while I did some DoorDash off camera, but then the morning before I started putting together my script, I saw my first flex block for a Whole Foods grocery delivery, and I thought I would try it out since it's only fair if I'm reviewing the app as a whole. $54 to $82. I didn't know what this range meant, but I accepted it anyways. I got to Whole Foods, picked up 25 grocery bags and put them away and headed to the city of Dayton, Ohio to finish my block in a humble 3 hours round trip. And I didn't expect 25 packages, but I only have 7 stops, so 7 stops for the potential for $82. That sounds pretty good to me. But remember, this block said that the pay was $54 to $82. This is because tips take 27 hours to finalize. A day later, how much did it pay? Well, it was $103. This means for all 3 blocks, I made $242 in 10 hours and 30 minutes, and I drove 270 miles. Is that worth it? Some might say yes, some might say no. Let me know in the comments below.